Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and this is a reading for July the 5th. This is the Twin Flame Tuesday reading, so hope everybody had a safe and exciting 4th of July if you celebrate that. So, I'm going to pull, well, let me tell you the decks I'm using. It's the same decks that I use through the week. For these weekly readings for this week, July 3rd through the 10th. Native Spirit, this is the Sacred Path, and the Way of the Horse are the Oracle cards. Secrets of the Tarot, antique or vintage Rider-Waite deck, which has a little different text. Traditional Rider-Waite deck, and then the Medicine Woman. So this is another vintage deck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scaffold a reading around the energies for Twin Flames for this week and what's going on right now. Now, Mars is in Taurus, out of Aries, which is nice. Okay, so this will be the masculine energy, the Way of the Horse, and then Native Spirit is going to be kind of the neutral energy, the neutral polarity down the middle. And then the Sacred Path will be the feminine. So we're going to pull for the masculine. Actually, let's pull for the neutral. What's going on in the connection? Currently, what are the energies of the connection? It just feels, on the surface, it feels dull, just dull. I'm seeing dull. It's like there's no shiny surface. It's just dull. It's just kind of at a standstill, but yet there's, and I hate to use the analogy, firecrackers being lit, but what I'm seeing is like fireworks coming up from the depth. Don't know what that means. It's just what I'm being shown. So energy of the connection, peace pipe. I'll just read briefly what that is. Peace pipe. Heal old wounds with people and situations. Carefully do whatever you need to do to make amends. Forgive yourself and forgive them. It's time. You no longer need to carry the burden. You are a mender. Help others mend bridges in their lives. You bring peace to the world. So, peace pipe. Peace pipe. All right, so that's the energy of the connection. Both of you need to heal and forgive. Heal and forgive, heal and forgive. Let's see what the divine, well, let's do the divine feminine. I know you're eager to get to divine masculine energy, but this peace pipe, that's why it's just kind of, it feels, what I'm hearing is stagnant on the surface, but the fireworks or the ignition is underneath the energy. So the great mystery, original source. So for the feminine energy, it's a 10, which is a 1. 3 plus 7 is 10. Let's see what the interest is in this. The great mystery. Original source of creation, the void of all that is. Thank you for the breath of life. Thank you for my gifts. Eternal mystery, touch my heart. In beauty may I walk. Sacred mystery, be my guide, so I may walk my talk. Infinite source, remain with me, so I may always know the warmth of your eternal flame deep within my soul. So this feels like it is, we are free-willed co-creators who become the source of all we choose to experience in life. The buck stops here. We are totally responsible for all of our joys and all of our pain. So I think this is the realization now that the divine feminine has come into, that she's not just been the victim, she has been the creator of this dynamic, partially. Of course, there's on both sides. There's a, you're creating the dynamic. You're participating in the creation of the dynamic. And that realization helps you to understand and forgive. Okay, let's check the Medicine Woman and see what she says. This Medicine Woman Tarot. Three of Stones, that's Three of Pentacles. This is a partnership. This is sharing. Three of Pipes. So we have Three of Pipes, Three of Wands, or Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Amazingly enough, they're both threes. And then we have the Four of Stones, the Four of Pentacles. Releasing. Not resisting, releasing. Okay, let's pull two more and then I'll put it all together. Now, the Three of Pentacles to me is usually a partnership, but I think in this deck it is giving of sharing. It's sharing. So I guess that's a partnership. And then the Three of Pipes is generally manifesting what your expectations. Here we have the Star, that's healing. Yeah. And healing, amazingly enough. Okay. Whew, that's the Strength card. So basically what this says to me is, and up underneath the Dancer, this is the World card, another three. So this is the great catalyst for your deeper understanding and perception that this journey, the Divine Masculine's behavior, is something that you've manifested to learn some lessons. Setting boundaries, self-worth, release of codependency, being able to step into your truth, your sovereignty, and your power. The Divine Feminine has learned this, that she would not have learned the same way and as quickly if she were not in the twin flame energy. Sorry, I needed a bit of a drink. But obviously, she now is open to saying, yeah, I kind of manifested this. I kind of created this dynamic because there was something in me that I needed to fix. I needed to be able to understand and see in order to change. And threes are changes. Threes are the catalyst of change. And then comes kind of that four where you're kind of clinging to that stability. And then five means change is going to happen. You implement the change. But we have the Star, the Strength, and the World as three major arcana. We have a 10 in the World, which to me is this deeper understanding ends the cycle. Okay, let's see from Divine Masculine point of view. That's where there's peace in this, because now you can see that what you needed to learn came by the actions of the Divine Masculine. Now, he has free will, and we are free sovereign beings, and so are you. But part of this is he was behaving in a way that would teach you what needed to change in your, the way you were allowing people to treat you or your behavior, the way you see things in relationship. I know it has changed the way I see things in relationship. And I'm a Leo sun and moon, so ego is something I battle every day. Here's a 2 card. Let's see if you can see that. And just so you see them. I love this. I don't use this deck often, but I do love it. I love the energy of it. Okay, so let's see what a 2 card says. Believe. Trust in the unknown and unformed. Faith and vision, the authentic self. The lucid gray horse feels the rarefied light of spirit shining through his every move. Call it soul, spirit, or the authentic self. The part of you that accesses fresh ways of seeing and being is also capable of marshaling incredible resources. So this is the part of yourself that accesses fresh ways of seeing and being. So it feels like the great mystery. Look at how there's the hole in this. It's like a hole through what was blocking you from seeing it. The hole was ripped in the veil of your understanding. So now you can see deeper, and now there's an accessing. That energy has shifted. It's a more peaceful energy. So this allows the Divine Masculine to see things differently as well. And twos are decisions. Let's see what else is going on in the Divine Masculine energy. This is a beautiful, peaceful energy between the twins. And it feels as though, like this is the great mending. The mending. I keep hearing mending. The mending and the great mystery has been revealed. Because now you see the deeper layers, And it feels like those firecrackers that I were talking about, the fireworks, that's the realizations that are happening at a deeper level for both of you, both twins. Deeper realizations. Yep, there's the Fool. So now there's energy behind this new movement. So it stands to reason we have the World card and then the Fool card, because the masculine energy was waiting on the feminine energy to get to that point where there's peace and forgiveness. Seven of Swords to me is malicious intent, forgiving of all. King of Cups. Two of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this is what was blocking all of this. This is why the Divine Masculine was not sharing feelings. Wanted to keep his feelings very contained, although he felt alone and miserable. That's all. I'm just hearing. He carried around a lot of it. He's carrying around a lot of anxiety due to the kind of manipulations that he demonstrated in the past. That's what the Divine Feminine is now forgiving, and he's forgiving himself. He didn't forgive himself because he realized he caused a lot of this. He was very protective. So he moved very slowly. He was protecting his emotions. The reason that he was manipulative and kind of deceitful, is what I'm hearing, is he was afraid to be vulnerable, afraid to lose his stability, his emotional stability, because that's what he counts on. He counts on being in control of his emotions. And removing that, not having that control, made him very anxious. So it created a blockage. Okay, bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. But seeing that King of Cups, that damn cup's empty. He's tired of that. He knows now that the reason the cup is empty is because that there was no, he was not being authentic. And that was very anxious for him, because Divine Feminine has just pulled her energy. She's been focusing on herself. But she needed to do that in order to get this greater perspective. And now there is peace. It's time to release and to forgive. Ace of Cups. See, now the cup is overflowing because the heart is in forgiveness. Okay, let's pull some more for the Divine Feminine. See if we get a little bit more information on this great mystery, the healing, the mending of fences, the different perception, the deeper realizations. Oh my, here we have the Devil. Flames that are, then we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay, the chains that are binding you or holding you back. And then we have the Seven of Swords in reverse here. Now in this deck, this is happiness, plans, wishes fulfilled. But these energies, this non-forgiveness energy has become toxic to you. You've carried it around long enough. It has been holding you back. And if you notice the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Swords here, that's the connection that you're not able, you need to release. I'm going to say, you're being asked to release your resentment for what was done to you, because you're at a new level. I'm not saying open yourself up to it again. I'm sorry, I need to move this down so you can see. I'm not saying open yourself up to it again, but you have learned how to set boundaries now. You have learned more about this journey, that you're able now to say, I'm not compromising my self-worth. If you have bad behavior, I'm just going to detach and move on with my life. I'm not taking bad behavior anymore. I'm not selling myself short. I'm not compromising. I'm standing in my truth, my sovereignty, and my authenticity. So you now in that energy can release that toxic resentment and bring peace to the connection. And this is what I'm hearing. Do you know how it is when you've done something, whether intentionally or unintentionally, that you know has hurt somebody, damaged somebody, and you have anxiety about whether or not they're going to be accepting of you again? That is the Divine Masculine energy. Here we have the Star card again and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so in this deck, the Star card is brightness, hope, could bring excesses. So be careful not to become too greedy. Not my favorite Star card. And then this one is money improvements, more coming your way. So this feels like, you know, just, you don't have to be excessively open and forgiving. Control your boundaries. Make sure that you keep the lessons that you've learned intact. But also, you know, in this deck, it's, things are improving. You're feeling more stable. You're feeling more balanced, more secure, because you're secure in yourself. Okay. Bottom of this deck, Page of Cups. Basic good news. Okay. So let's pull more energy for the Divine Masculine. This is a vintage antique Rider-Waite deck, and it has different meanings for the cards, just like this deck. So kind of gives a different perspective. Misfortune and that came out in the challenge position. So really, this could go either way. That's Five of Swords to me, and the Five of Swords is sabotage. What they're saying is don't sabotage this. This could be a peaceful connection. This could bring peace to the connection. Don't sabotage it. You're at the point where, oh my, it flew right over my candle. Page of Pentacles. Could be a young person. In this deck, it's a young person. But there's offers of pentacles here. But it's slow in coming. And it's probably coming from a very childlike position. A childlike energy. A young energy. Because they... Could be that your twin is younger. It could be that they're... This level of connection leaves them feeling very vulnerable, and they really don't know how to handle it from a mature way. Ten of Pentacles. Could be a house or dwelling. Could be something about connecting about a home or a commitment, something long-term they're willing to invest in. All right, what's this? Oh, the star again. How many times we have the star here? We have the star 3 times. Truth, promise, propitiousness, fulfillment, beauty, and immortality. Okay, so what I just heard from this is that this promise is, I promise to be more committed to the connection, for the good of the connection, for healing. We have more healing here. Lots of healing, bringing peace to this connection. So we have the star on both sides. We have the star here. We have the star here. And we have the star here. Okay. Resolution. 7 of Cups. Resolution. Okay. On the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we have a fair child and a dark child. This feels like the inner child of both of you is becoming balanced. We have a lot of 7s. Yeah. Okay. That's what I have. It just feels like this is an opportunity to bring peace and forgiveness and healing and mending to this connection. Peace. Finding peace. Even if you're just letting go, you're letting go, you're detaching with love and peace. Okay. Namaste.